frick are you doing in my seat?
What are you doing in my seat?
What are you talking about?
Get out of my seat.
No!
Get out.
This is your fault.
Can we please just trade seats?
Fine, we can trade seats, whatever.
Thanks, man.
Oh, we were live. Oh no.
Oh my god.
We don't condone violence on this show. That was just...
I tried to hug it out.
Yeah, that was a lapse of judgment on my part, and I apologize.
I forgive you.
Anyways, welcome... Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to start the intro over. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Caleb AM, your Wednesday Morning Caffeine, and happy May the 4th Eve. I'm your co-host, Caleb Griffin.
I'm your other co-host, Caleb Ladd.
And...
This is a show
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
where we talk about Jesus, we drink caffeine, we ask a question, we talk about life, and we don't go to class today.
Because it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, and classes are over. Besides finals. We still got finals, but...
And a little update on our apartment window here. I don't even know if they can see the stars.
There's some dots.
But, yeah, as you can see, we are no longer in underwater. New York City evaporated, and we were sent to space.
We got thrown into space in a little box.
Yep.
Which is really good since classes are over. I would hate to have missed classes because I was stuck in space, but...
And it works,
I think it's
considering
fitting.
that today is, kind of our Star Wars themed Caleb AM Day.
It's May the 3rd,
It's May the
right
3rd.
before May the 4th.
May the 4th is tomorrow.
I don't really control the dates, or I would have had today be May the 4th,
Right.
but I'm working on that. We'll get there one day.
For those watching, Caleb PM releases tomorrow night.
Yeah.
May the 4th night. So,
May the 4th. May the 4th.
if you are a Star Wars fan, make sure you tune into that. And
Because it might be Star Wars
Because
related.
it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Okay. Because it's May the 4th, Caleb.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be Star
Because
Wars?
it was 100% Star Wars related.
Right. As you can see, I got the Baby Yoda slippies on.
I have the
celebration.
beanie on.
And
I have other stuff, but I'm going to wear that tomorrow.
yeah, that's fair. I'm going to probably wear the shirt again tomorrow.
I brought my Noah Kahan jacket in case I get cold.
That's fair. Alright.
While I drink my energy drink.
I have a sweatshirt that I might put on, but it's not with me. Anyways, Jesus time.
It is Jesus time. Let me bring my Bible over here. So, we're continuing our journey through 1 Peter. It's my favorite book of the Bible, so I've read through it recently again and found a lot of good verses. And so, we're going through it. Although I already picked out my verse for 2 weeks from now too, and it's not from 1 Peter. Spoiler alert. Oh, there's my alarm.
Right on cue. Always 6:35.
How does it do that?
How does it know?
That's crazy. Alright, but it is 1 Peter 3:10 through 12, and the other day I had my Bible, and I was just like reading, and then I started reading through 1 Peter, and this was kind of what spoke out to me. But it says, "For the one who wants to love life and to see good days, let him keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit, and let him turn away from evil and do what is good. Let him seek peace and pursue it, because the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayer, but the face of the Lord is against those who do evil." That one was it kind of just stuck out. It was like, well, dang. Sometimes I kind of stink. I do dumb stuff, and then for some reason I still expect to, like, get everything that I ask for and stuff like that. And, sometimes you need those reminders to, like, keep your thoughts holy. Don't talk bad. Don't lie. Don't just speak hatefully towards others, etc., etc.
And you will have good days if you don't. Yeah.
Your prayers will be answered. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It's kind of straightforward.
Yeah.
But
great verse.
Yeah.
I really verses.
I really like those verses. So I did them. I used them. And on Caleb AM.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, shall we do energy drinks?
I think we should.
Alright.
Because
I'll let you go first today since it's May the 3rd.
I stayed up till after midnight last night and I'm tired. I got a whole lot of pina colada.
I love a whole lot of pina colada.
It's non-alcoholic.
Of course. Because you are 20.
I'm actually not.
That's true. You're 19.
Yeah.
Late birthday. This guy.
Look at this dude. Oh, brother, this guy just stinks.
Oh, brother. Hey, you don't stink. You rock.
Thanks, man. I have a constant reminder of that on my wrist, but I needed that.
Alright.
I love this bang.
I love that bang too. My drink today is one new to Caleb AM. Alright. It is a Inferno Rain. So these are special thermogenic rains. There's 2 flavors. We've had the dragon, or the dragon, no, not dragon, fruit something.
What do they call it, like Dragon Punch or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
It wasn't that good when I tried
it. It was dragon something. It was fruit punch flavored. This is called Watermelon Warlord. I've had this one off screen before, and it's my favorite watermelon flavored drink because I'm not a big watermelon flavored guy though. Most things that are flavored like watermelon don't taste like watermelon, and therefore they don't taste good.
I'm not either.
This
I
one,
like the watermelon bang though.
This one doesn't taste like watermelon, but it does taste good. It's weird, but I enjoy it, and I decided I would bring it to Caleb AM so that way Caleb could try it, especially since I haven't had this one on the air before.
I've had a few coladas, but since we started Caleb AM, Bang has stopped selling as many flavors in Mississippi. But my dad got me. He called me and asked me what bangs I wanted, and the only 3 that were like rare were this, Swirly Pop, and Nectarine Blueberry. And so I got a Nectarine Blueberry and a whole lot of chocolate.
You know the Juicy Drop Pop watermelon ones? Not the Juicy Drop Pop, the Push Pops, the red ones. That's what this tastes like. This is my second favorite bang, but you said that Delish Strawberry Kiss is going downhill, so if it has, this would be my favorite one. It's good.
It's not bad, but it's kind of weird.
I like it. It's not that artificial watermelon flavored taste you normally get.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like, it's not bad.
Watermelon flavored things. Oh.
There are a lot of things I would drink before that though.
There are rains I would drink before this.
But I like the aftertaste too.
It leaves sweet. It leaves sweet in your mouth.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Instead of that, like most watermelon things, you get like that weird like metallic-y aftertaste. I guess, but not here. Anyways, shall we get into the question of the week?
We should.
In honor of May the 4th Eve, today's question was R2-D2 versus BB8. If you guys don't know what R2-D2 and BB8 are, R2-D2 is the blue and white droid who you see in all of the Star Wars movies. And BB8 is the little orange dude that rolls, or orange and white dude who rolls, that's in the sequels. So 7, 8, and 9. They're both great, beloved characters, but only one could be better, and we left it up to the people to decide. This week it was on my Instagram. The link will be in the, not link, but the Instagram handle will be in the description below. Caleb_Griffin11. Next week, our poll, whatever it may be, will be on his Instagram. Also in the description, Caleb_Lad03. Make sure to follow us. But for right now, let's talk about R2-D2 and BB8. Do you want to give what you think the poll was, or do you want to give your opinion? I'll let you go however you want to go.
First off, we should have been drinking out of our Star Wars mugs today.
You're right, we should have.
Could go get them. We could pour energy drinks in. But I'm fine either way. I was just...
It's up to you.
I'd have to run out there.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
Okay.
But I figured I'd throw that out there, just in case you really wanted to drink out of yours. But, anybody that's watched Top 10 Fictional Characters on Next Topic Media knows that my favorite character of all time, ever, not just Star Wars character, just of all time, is R2-D2.
He loves R2-D2.
I love R2-D2. He was literally just... He was like the Dolphins of the fictional characters for me. I don't have a super good reason of why I love him, but I loved him when I was a kid, and I never stopped loving him. R2-D2 just makes me so happy. Every time I see him, I'm just happy. And he's so lovable and cute and funny, and he's a little sassy, and he kills droids sometimes.
He does kill droids.
He always gets out of his predicaments, and I love him. And so I think anybody that is like would choose BB8, there's something wrong with them. Like you messed up.
So glad you said that.
I mean, I like BB8.
Mm-hmm.
He was a fun character. I really like him. I've got some BB8 merchandise.
Yeah, you do.
But he is half, if that, maybe less than half of what R2-D2 is. R2-D2 is the best part of Star Wars.
Yeah.
No kizzy.
Now, I obviously don't have the love for R2-D2 that this man has. Not that I don't love R2-D2, but he thinks R2-D2 is like the greatest character of all time. I respectfully disagree, because I don't believe he's the best Star Wars character. But he's definitely one of the top tier characters in Star Wars.
He's definitely...
And he is better. He is better than BB8. R2-D2 had, personality and soul. For BB8, they tried to steal R2-D2's personality and put him in this cute droid, which was an attempt to sell toys. And it worked.
It worked on me. I got the Lego set and some socks. And
BB8 is cute.
The droid thing
He's
that you
fun.
can do with your phone.
His connection to the characters is great. Not as great as R2-D2. Obviously, R2-D2 is in all of the episodes for a reason. But
as they were remaking A New Hope and Force Awakens, they were like, let's get a new droid, but let's make him faster. And so they just took R2-D2, squished all his goodness a little bit smaller and not as good, and then threw it in a circle droid that could roll around fast.
And once again, it's sold toys. You have the little BB-8 droid thingy that you control.
I really like BB-8.
I have a BB-8 cup somewhere. BB-8's cool.
I just think
he's not R2-D2.
If you choose BB-8, you haven't seen the old movies, and you went and saw Force Awakens because it was a really big movie.
Yeah. I think it's number 6 in the grossing.
It's in the top 10.
Maybe it's in the top 10.
I don't think it's 6 anymore because No Way Home and Avatar 2 both got way up there.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I know No Way Home made more money than it because No Way Home almost made $2 billion.
We can always look it up later, but yeah, it was a huge movie. I remember seeing it in IMAX. It was sick. BB-8's cool, just not R2-D2's legendary.
Yeah, he's got nothing on R2-D2.
So as you can see, we both.
Do you need to check the poll?
No, I checked it this morning, but I don't think it's changed. And if it has, then
I'll check afterwards.
Okay. What do you think the people said?
So I think it should be a 100-0 vote.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely should be, but I think that would be impossible.
Yep.
So, not totally impossible. Flip it 413. But so I think it should still be a landslide. I hope. I might leave if R2-D2 lost. I'd be really sad. But I'm going to say it was 73-27.
You were very, very close. It was 75-25.
I was scared you were going to say it was 72-28. I was like... Oh.
I said, I'm out. But no, 75-25.
Dang, that might be the closest I've been. That's 2% off.
Do you want to hear some of the voters for BB-8? Because I think you'll be shocked.
I do. Is Daniel one of them?
Daniel was one of them.
Screw that, dude. Daniel, you suck.
Colton was one of them.
Oh my gosh. I hate both of you.
And
Sorry, I didn't mean to open the video. I meant to open Instagram.
and Matthew Robinson was one of them. There was another one. Since we know those people like personally, I'll disclose their names. The other people who voted for BB8, I won't disclose their names, but you know them. You worked with one of them, and the other one you went to church with. So.
Wait, I work with one of them? Like it's
You
my
work-
brother?
No, you worked ED with one of them.
At what job?
Peppers.
Peppers. I worked with a lot of people at Peppers.
I'll tell you afterwards.
I don't know which ones you knew, so.
I'll tell you afterwards.
And I missed the other people that you said because that's what I was stuck on. I worked with one of them. What were the other people that
It was JJ, Matthew, Daniel, not JJ, Colton, Daniel, Matthew, someone you worked with, and then someone you went to church with.
7624 now.
76-24, so it went up since,
Wow.
someone voted since 6 this morning. That's crazy. That's never happened. Anyways.
I was still close, and I'll still pretend that I was 2% off, but I was actually 3% off.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to add to the R2-D2 BB8 debate?
I think I might have to take a break from Daniel and Colton.
Sure.
Y'all stink bad of poop.
I think Colton intentionally didn't wake up for today's episode because he knew.
He
what was
definitely
coming.
should have known.
He knew what was coming. Yeah. That's really it when it comes to that. But
It makes, like, thinking about R2-D2, it makes me want to go watch the movies and then watch the Clone Wars, the episodes that he's in, and then watch everything that he's in, and then go draw him.
he does. Caleb loves to draw.
And then I'm not that good at it, but I'll be right back. I don't know. I definitely showed you this before, but.
I'm not sure what to do now. I guess since May the 4th is coming up, I can show you guys all my Star Wars stuff. Oh, thank God.
I got the original Star Wars trilogy book, and it's really cool. It's got this cool design on it. It's like the Death Star and Millennium Falcon and the TIE Fighters. But then the other side is R2-D2, and this is why I got this one. It's just like the original trilogy. It's a big book.
It's a big book.
And it has like it's also like marked off into movies and stuff, like Empire Strikes Back. Which, I don't want to give my opinions on any of the movies
Since Caleb PM's coming.
since Caleb PM's coming out, and I guess we'll announce it now. We're ranking the Star Wars movies. Oh my god.
We are. It's exciting. This video's been a long time in the making.
It really has, because we filmed it like 8 months ago and then we never put it out, so we remade it.
Yeah.
I think our list definitely changed a little bit.
I don't remember where our list was, but it's okay.
But yeah, that's my my Star Wars book.
I guess I could show off some Star Wars stuff.
I mean, you can't even want. That was something R2-D2 related that I haven't shown
I'll
before, I think.
I'll show off a Star Wars something that wasn't in the video from Caleb PM.
Okay.
Anyways, this was a gift from a Next Topic Media member for my 18th birthday, so I've had this for 2 years. It is a really cool little Funko Pop set. It is the Mandalorian
Oh my gosh.
with Baby Yoda, or as they call it, with the child. Pretty cool Funko Pop. The 3rd season ended not too long ago. Yeah.
I'm texting Jack that Caleb AM is live
Okay.
because he just texted me, and so he needs to understand that he should be watching to wake up.
Well, with that, I'm gonna go put this back, and you can talk about your week, or I can talk about my week, however we want.
I think I went first last week. Wait, no, I didn't.
Okay. So you want to go first?
I can, and unless you want to go first, I don't mind.
You can go ahead and go first. I don't mind either.
My week,
What's your score?
that's what I'm trying to think. I haven't back when me and you talked on Sunday, I said it was going to be pretty bad again. Maybe it's kind of like the relief of the beginning of this week that's kind of like helped out, and like yesterday was just a insanely good day. But I think overall I'm going to be above the 50s again, but still not like insanely. I think I am going to say like a 62 week. Not bad.
Okay.
Kind of good.
Yeah.
It got better.
Yeah.
But still have those downs. But so once again, I did not take notes on what happened in the week, so I don't know what happened. I keep saying I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll start this week.
Well, I took notes.
You did?
No.
Oh.
This is my movie or short film folder.
I remember that one. That one was cool.
I still want to make this one. It's just no budget. But yeah.
But
That's all I have in my movie folder is these two drawings.
Let's see if Jack ever responded. Oh, my phone's been on this whole time. He didn't. Oh, I hate you, Jack. But so last Wednesday, what do I normally do on Wednesdays? Oh, last Wednesday was actually really good. Me and JJ were gonna go play disc golf. After I got out of my class, I had an exam. I'll get to it when I get to Monday, but I did good on that exam. I was nervous about it. I needed to make a really good grade, and I didn't find out what I made till later. But so I was nervous about the exam. I felt really good about it leaving, and then I don't remember how my other class went, but it was kind of cool. In my abnormal behavior class, it was the class I took the most notes in, and all the notes that we took and I wrote down until they perfectly fit into my notebook. Like my last line in my notebook was the last slide of notes.
Nice.
Not the whole last line. I didn't have to cram that bad. But
right.
It was pretty cool because I didn't want to have to get new paper because it wouldn't fit in my notebook. And I was thinking about just writing on the back cardboard looking brown page, but I didn't want to do that either. But I didn't even have to.
That's good.
But so took that exam. I was gonna play disc golf with JJ. I had a lot of homework to do. I don't remember what all was due, but I remember I really needed to do it, and so I really wanted to go play disc golf, but I didn't. I really needed not to. And so it started raining, which ended up being a good thing because me and JJ decided we didn't want to go play in the rain because we were trying to play casually for fun.
Right.
So we didn't go play in the rain, and I got to do homework, which was nice. And I also got to start filling out my Super Summer packet that was due Friday. And I finished filling that out, and then me and JJ went to Columbus and went to the youth group just because. And it was fun. I ate a lot of food at Sonic beforehand because I was starving, and it was some good Sonic. I had some chicken nuggets, or some, what are they called at Sonic?
Popcorn nuggets?
Popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
A corn dog, some tater tots, and a slush, and it was good. But yeah, so that was really good. And then we went to church. They did we gave our packets to the youth pastor, and he got those turned in. He forgot to notarize them, so our packets are incomplete. But I don't care that much. They can figure it out. They need TLs. If you want to be a TL at Super Summer, let me know.
Okay.
Because they need TLs. But so yeah, that was that. They had a senior wisdom night for all the graduating seniors. They started that with my grade, and so that was fun to sit through and they were all like telling stories that most of the people in the youth group like weren't even there for because it was when they were super young, and I was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that. But that was fun, and then we got to get to meet Toro afterwards, and then we came back here, and so I got to see all my friends, all my like
Homies?
Connor and Charlie and
Yeah.
Hunter and all them, and it was fun. Then we came back here, and it's something I don't remember. Thursday was Thursday.
Thursday was Thursday.
Our last.
You were
our
right.
last. I went to Lit, reviewed for the final, and it's like online and easy. It's gonna be a little tedious. I should probably start on that today. I don't know. I'm kind of busy today. I'll do it Thursday. So, reviewed for the final, and then I waited for film, went to film. I hate that stupid class. Last day of class, and it still sucks.
We're
like,
almost done.
like, how do you? I'm done. Besides, if we want to reshoot anything for the film,
We gotta go to the film screening.
I don't count that. Let's just go and watch some short films. But
And then we have to talk about it.
I forgot.
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, there's that. But so last day of film was really boring. I didn't pay attention. I was doing like tier list or
Was I even there the last day of film?
No, you were. That was the day
I
that me
was.
and you we sat in my office so you could charge your phone before class, and then my boss walked in
Oh.
and just like completely ignored your existence.
Yeah.
This random dude in the staff only room.
Again. Yeah, I remember that day.
But so I was doing like brackets on my computer all day during class. I wasn't paying attention at all. So
Yeah.
that was really awesome because I still didn't like the class, but at least I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
And it's not important to pay attention in that class, so I'm
You
not.
really don't have to.
I don't do that normally. But then our theories class got canceled, which I was honestly a little sad about. It was my last day of class, and like all the other classes before it were canceled pretty much, or like there was an exam, or we just weren't having it.
I was really hoping to review too.
I was hoping to review, and it was my last day of class with you and Andy,
Yeah.
and I missed it.
Well, we got the final still.
Yay! Woo! I love finals. But I was hoping to review for the final, but it's whatever. That night I had like a plan in my head of like stuff I wanted to do, and I was excited for it. But then my brother texted me and said he really needed me to come sit at work for him and take down an event when it was over, while he went and printed out stuff for his architecture final. And I hate my brother like to no end, so I
Right.
said no,
Of course.
and so I didn't do that.
JK kidding.
What?
JK kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm just kidding. Love you, Andy.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding. But so yeah, obviously I went and did that for him. I said at work, and it was pretty good. You and
Colton?
Colton?
Yeah.
No, wait.
I know I was there. It was either me or Colton or me and JJ.
You and JJ were there Monday. It was you and Colton Thursday.
Right. Okay.
And so y'all came and chilled for a little bit, but then I got there early so Andy could like leave and go print his stuff earlier and be back earlier, so I didn't have to do all of his nighttime stuff because I didn't really want to, and I wanted to come back to the apartment and do stuff, but I wasn't like too upset or anything. But then when I got there, I found out that Andy like could only print at 8, and I was like, oh dang, I wouldn't have come here at 6 if I had known that. But it might have just been Colton in there, now that I think about it, unless you came to the union.
I feel like I did because I normally do when you go to work.
You might have. I don't think it's that important.
Yeah.
But so I went up, Andy showed me some stuff, and then he told me that, and so he sat in there, and me and him talked about anime, like
Cool.
Jujutsu Kaisen. He said it got way better, by the way,
Okay.
from after the first 3. He said the first 3 were kind of the slowest, most boring episodes, so that's exciting. etc., etc. And then I finished a shift for him, and it was a pretty fun shift. I got some work done. I've got a good habit at work. I kind of like, I'll watch YouTube for a while, and then I'll stop and do schoolwork, and then I'll stop and work out. I usually do that while I'm watching YouTube though, but I'll just do some basic workouts in there until I'm too tired and then need a break, and then I'll sit down and like listen to some worship music or read my Bible or something, because I started bringing my Bible to work and it's a lot better now. And then I lose track of time, and then it's time to leave. I got to go do my night stuff, and I leave. Mm-hmm. But Andy ended up not finishing printing until like 10:30, and my shift ends at 10, so I did all his night stuff, which was fine. But came back here. I don't think I did anything that night. Then Friday happened. You were gone.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely weren't there Thursday because you were gone. You
That's
left
right.
on Thursday
That's right.
night.
You're smart.
But so Friday, I had one class, and it was short. It was kind of just like, all right, y'all do this for the final. We have an exam on Monday, etc., etc. But I was fine with that because after class, me and JJ, our plans were to go to Lake Lowndes to play disc golf with Connor and one of his friends and one of my friends. I'm friends with him, not but Connor invited him. So our plan was to go straight from class to Little Dewey because that was our Friday spot. But then Connor said that it was going to be probably around 3 or 3:30 before he could even play. And so I was like, oh, okay. But we still went straight to Little Dewey. We came back here and like got hungrier before we went. But then we went to Little Dewey, ate, got to talk to a friend that works there, and then we came back here, played video games for a while, and went to play disc golf. We played, it was me, JJ, Charlie, Connor, and his friend Caden. And it was really fun. I think it's kind of funny. Every time I play disc golf with Connor at Lake Lowndes, we throw the same score or one off from each other. And going into the back 4 or 5 holes, he was 4 under, I think, and I was 1 up. And we still tied by the end or he might have been like 2 or 3 under. I don't know. He was 4 under at one point, and I was 1 up. And I don't remember what we shot, but we were tied at the end. It was either 2 under or something like that. But we still tied. And I was like, let's go. And to do that, I had the birdie 14, 15, and 18. And I had no birdies up until that point. So that was pretty cool. So, yeah, that was that. I don't think much else happened on Friday after that. I just came back here. Me and JJ got dinner somewhere. We went somewhere. Where did we go? Where did we go, buddy? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Hey, pal.
It's kind of messing me up now. I feel like
you didn't go to Little Dewey?
We went for lunch to Little Dewey, and then we went.
You said that.
Oh, we stopped at McAllister's on the way back, and we were going to go to the GameStop afterwards, but they were closed. But it was like 6. I don't know why they were closed. Yeah. I think they close early on Fridays, which is stupid. That should be the day you stay up later. But then Saturday was a mixed bag. I don't know how to put it. I don't know. I was like struggling when I was by myself. I wasn't having a good day by myself. But a lot of the day I was spending with JJ and Charlie and Caden again. So that was, for the most part, it was fine. I just like, I don't know. Personally, I was just like sad and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I was lost in thoughts all alone, as the Fire Emblem song goes.
Sure. But
me and Connor and Caden, we got to go to Discing that. I bought 2 new discs. One of them was an H4, which is a Prodigy disc. Fun fact, that was the first Prodigy disc I ever got. That and an H1. And it was my favorite disc for a long time. and I threw it in the middle of a lake.
He
And
did.
then the next day, I went and played again and threw my H1 in the middle of a lake, the same lake, and I was very upset with myself. And I bought an H1 again, and then I've been wanting an H4, and then the other day I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get it, and so I got it, and I really like it. I almost aced with it yesterday. Like I skipped and hit the basket type of almost aced. It was really cool. But so yeah, that was cool. I also bought in like the used section he has. There was a $4 end of a disc called the Firestorm, and I never heard of it, so I bought it, and I was like, oh, this would be cool. It was like 14 speed, 4 or 5 glide, -1.3 or something. I was like, I can chunk this thing because it's like overstable but a little understable, so I can turn it over and stuff. So I just wanted to try it. It was an orange cheap disc, so I wasn't gonna keep it, and I threw some pretty good shots with it actually. But I gave it to Caden because he would actually throw it, and I have no need for it because it doesn't match my bag color, which is pink and blue. Anybody, just randomly decide they want to buy me a gift, now you know. It has to be pink or blue or I won't accept it. Besides the white one that you bought me, because that was a putter.
And it was a glow disc.
And it was a glow disc, and it said Joe Miss Pro on it. So overall, it was good. But, so, Saturday... Yeah, no, after disc golf, Saturday was kind of crappy, but... Yeah, after, thinking about my days, it kind of gets better from here, so I think I'm going to raise my score to a 71.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't do much else on Saturday. We went to Lata, which was like the biggest mistake ever.
Lata was bad?
No, it tasted good, but for chicken cheesy rice and a lemonade was $15.
Really?
Dude, the dude handed me my check and it was $20. I was like, what? No way. And I realized that I had Connor's check because he got the same thing I got, but with a cheese dip. And I was like, thank goodness. We actually all got chicken cheesy rice. But
last time I went, it was like $9 for a sweet tea and shit. I guess inflation.
I was like, I'm never coming here.
Lata and Starkville?
Yeah. I'll never go there again unless somebody's paying for my food.
That's crazy.
I don't have that type of fundage. I was like, imagine if I got an actual meal. Because chicken
I
cheesy rice is like the cheap thing.
I went last semester with JJ and Colton, and I got a sweet tea with chicken cheesy rice, and it was $9. That's absurd.
That makes me angry. Oh man, but it was good though.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I won't be going back to Lata either.
Yeah, that was that on Saturday. Sunday, Sunday was pretty rough to start out. They were announcing the new youth pastor at Fairview. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not allowed. But so I was really excited to go, but I needed gas to get to Columbus. I should have got gas the day before, but I needed gas to get to Columbus. And then we were also taking family pictures after church, so I needed to bring this button-down blue shirt. And I was just going to wear it, but it was hot, and I was not sweating through church. And so I was like, I'm going to just put it in the back of my car and deal with that then. And so I left early for church. I wanted to leave earlier than I did, but then I got stuck talking to JJ. Not that talking to JJ is bad,
talking to JJ sucks.
I got lost in the moment talking to JJ. And oh shoot! So I went to Walmart.
Yep.
And I tried one of the pumps, and I started pumping the gas. I sat down in my car, and like 20 cents, and
hold on.
I had like.
Okay, it says we're back on now. Go ahead.
I peeked my head out the window, looked at the thing, and the gauge was at like 20 cents, and it was at like 0.02 gallons. I was like, did it stop pumping? And then the number went up, and I was like, but like by 0.01, I was like, what the freak? And so I got out, and I let go of the handle, and then put it back, and then it was still slow. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, what are the chances that I get the one bad pump? And so I take it out, put it back in, I drive around and get in another one, and that's when I noticed everybody else was also sitting impatiently, and I was like, uh-oh. And so I put the pump in, and it's even slower, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I was really upset. I just wanted to go to church, but I don't have gas, and the gas that I did get, like, it even changed the mileage in my car. So I was really upset about that. But then I was like, oh well. And so I drove to the Sprint Mart to get gas, and that one was also obnoxiously slow, but it was faster. So I was like, I'm just going to sit through this. And it took like 12, 15-ish minutes to get gas in my car, and I didn't even fill up my tank.
Wow.
And it was like 8:58, I think, when I finished getting gas. And I was like, well, church starts in 15 minutes. It's about a 25, 30-minute drive. I don't think I'm going to make it, like, and not be super late. And then I looked in the back of my car, and I forgot to put my shirt back there. And I was like, And so I had to go get that shirt. Because, like, I was already going to show up late, and I really didn't want to, show up to family pictures and be like, what's up, guys? I forgot the shirt that you specifically told me to bring. So while y'all are all wearing matching blue shirts, I'm going to wear this random yellow shirt with boats on it. And it's going to look great. So I went back to the apartment, I got my shirt, and then drove to church afterwards. Very upset the whole time because I was missing church because I didn't leave the apartment until 9:10. But yeah, when I finally got to church, it was 9:40, I think, and I opened up the live stream because my church live streams the service, and my dad was up on stage preaching, and I was like, I'm not walking in the middle of his sermon, so I just sat in my car and listened to it. It was a really good sermon though, really good. So I was glad I heard it, but so I was very upset about that. But after the service, I ran inside and got to say hey to people, and then went to Sunday school, and then they had like a luncheon for the new youth pastor guy. I went to that. Still, I don't know. I got to talk to a bunch of people, but I guess I'm still upset, kind of sad overall about stuff. But then Sunday afternoon we went to take pictures, and after we took pictures, I texted my friend. They were in Huntsville, asking when they were getting back, because she had said that I needed to watch the Hunger Games movies, and I was like, yo, you want to watch the Hunger Games movies tonight? And you and JJ were down, so
was that Sunday night?
That was Sunday.
It was.
So me and you and JJ and Colton, we went out and got food, and then when we got back, we went up and talked to her for a little bit. She's the neighbor we plunged. Not her car. We plunged her car. It's also her birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, it is her birthday. I forgot about that. Happy birthday, Riley.
Happy birthday, Riley. Also, happy birthday, Savannah.
Why
also,
don't we
happy
have her on the
birthday,
show?
Miss
It's her
Annie.
birthday.
I don't know.
It's Savannah and Miss Annie's birthday?
Yeah. Today's a
Wow.
pretty goated birthday.
I hope I work at Perry again today, because I want to see Miss Annie and tell her happy birthday.
You definitely should.
I don't know where they'll have me working though.
She's awake right now. I could call her and say, "Come get your birthday present," because we got her a birthday.
Are you waiting until her party to do that, or are you?
No, I was just gonna give it to her today. It's like a gag gift. Bro.
Yeah.
So it's just funny. It's like memories type of thing.
It
but
is.
So
Dude, she could be watching. Don't spoil it.
yeah, I didn't spoil it. I didn't. But so anyway,
It's a
that. So we went up there and talked to her, and then we came down here, and then we watched Hunger Games. I had an exam on Monday morning. We watched Hunger Games.
Monday
It
morning.
ended. It was really good. I
wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting it to be good. I was expecting to have to kind of not like it, but say, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch the second one. But I wasn't going to say that because it was late, I was tired, and I needed to go to sleep. And then she was like, you want to watch the second one? I was like, huh. I looked at y'all, and y'all were kind of like,
I was swamped.
You were almost passed out on the couch. JJ was for
Y'all laughed at me because I was there like,
You were, dude.
y'all were like, Caleb's out. Let's just watch it. And I was like, Caleb's out. It's gonna lead to let's watch the second one.
But JJ was like awake for JJ.
Yeah.
He goes to sleep at like 10, and it was
up.
10-ish at that point.
It was after 10, I feel like.
The second one was 2.5 hours, and it ended at 12:45, 1-ish. So it was a little bit after 10. But to decide that we were going to watch the second one, we spun the wheel. And
we got it twice.
You asked us to choose colors, and it was like yellow and purple, and I was like, yes, there's only 2 yellows and 2 purples, and they're right next to each other. That should be improbable. And then we spun the wheel twice, and it landed on the same one both times. And I was like, I don't want to waste $5 on spinning the wheel and not doing it, so I guess we're watching Hunger Games 2. And so we watched it, and I was really tired. But it was better than the first one in my opinion. So I
agree.
It was really
fun. It
fun.
just made me mad, but it's still better than the first one.
Mad.
Objectively, it's better than the first one.
But I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. It was awesome. But then we finished that one, and I took a shower and went straight to sleep. I was so tired. And then leads into Monday. Woke up Monday. Took my exam. I felt really good about it, honestly. I didn't do good enough to where I don't have to take the final, which was sad, but did that. Then I went to my stats class, and that was awesome because my stats class, I had an exam in there on tomorrow. My final in there is tomorrow, and I got there, and then she was like talking about how there weren't a lot of people in the class because everybody checked their email, and if you got a message saying that you didn't have to take the final, then guess what? You don't have to take the final. So she was like, I'm good. Everybody checked that. And I was like, the thing was like you had to have a 95 or above in the class, and I have a high 93. And so I was like, I definitely didn't get it. But you know what? Just for fun, I'll go check. And I checked my email, and I had the email, and I was like, no way. So I made just high enough on my exam 4, or exam 5 actually. We took 5 exams in that class. It was kind of crazy. To not have to take the final. So I was like, and then I sat through the entire final review because I was too scared to get up and leave class. So there was that. But I liked that class, and so the professor was really cool. And so I was kind of fine with that.
Yeah.
But I also went up and asked her after class. I was like, hey, I got the email. I'm good, right? And she was like, yeah, you're good. And I was like, sweet. So yeah. And then I didn't do much after that. I think we just hung out some. And then I went to work. You went to work at 2:30. Me and JJ went to Sonic. That's what.
Yeah, that happened.
And then I went to Small Mart and bought some snacks.
Yeah.
But then I went to work.
I came and visited you this time.
Visited me.
JJ bought us snacks.
JJ bought us snacks. Thank you, JJ. Work was okay. I didn't have an event, but I just sat there and I wasn't as productive as I should have been. But I had finished all my essays like a good guy. Felt really good to finish all those before Monday when they were due. I normally am a big procrastinator, but I finished one of them like Friday and or Saturday, and then the other one Sunday. And I was like, I thought I was going to push both of these off till Monday, so this is awesome. But so work got off, and we almost decided to watch Hunger Games 3 and 4 Monday night, but thank goodness we didn't. I was so tired. And then yesterday was probably the best day. Me and JJ woke up, went to play disc golf. I played really good, except I had 2 double bogeys, and I was very upset about that. No bogeys, just 2 doubles, and I was doing so good besides those. It was very upsetting, but oh well. I still played good, and I had a good time. And then me and JJ went to Slim's afterwards, and then we came back here and filmed our short film for class, and it went really well. Mm-hmm. The way Connor laid down on the ground was really funny, and he also did good delivering his lines. And then we got to beat up Colton again for the short film. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Connor ran up and went,
oh! Yeah, I ended up cutting that out of the film because it's not the same without the punching sound, and we're laughing hysterically when he's doing that, so I ended up cutting it. But I'll put it in the blooper
In the
reel
blooper reel.
at the end.
Good.
We'll make it seem like he wasn't supposed to do that. It's just funny.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And then after that, we went to our last film screening, and it was Winter's Bone. It was Jennifer Lawrence's breakout role, so that was cool.
It's a pretty good movie.
It was pretty good. It was boring, but it was
overhyped.
yeah, it was boring, but it was a good movie.
It was an enjoyable watch.
It was. I said after class, but like all the movies that we watched in film, they were just like weren't the best movie for like the topic of that week of class. But that one
was.
It was about neorealism, or not about, like it was a neo-realistic film, which means it was like shot on location and etc. Like they used like worn out clothes instead of like a prop.
They used actual like people from the neighborhood, like their dogs and their like refrigerator magnets and stuff like that. Like
it wasn't like sets and like fake stuff. It was all real. And like
I
think that
like our film.
Yeah, I felt like that like really well like boosted the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wish we would have had the chance to talk about that instead of Triumph of the Will.
We didn't.
But
yay.
So that was cool. I finished both of those assignments, and then I came back here and putted for a little bit, and then Riley invited me to like this prayer night thing that this place called YWAM does, and I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, yeah, I'll go. Sounds like a good time. I'll go. And it ended up being like the best. Like it was better than last Tuesday night. Do you remember how good last Tuesday night was?
Good.
It was straight up just like I didn't know what was happening. She just said it's like called a prayer burn. You go in there and like you pray and worship and stuff. I was like, okay, I still don't know what I'm expecting. I guess it's gonna be like people are up there and then like if you need prayer, you go get prayed for. And I was like, coolio, I'll go. And I should have brought my Bible, but I didn't because I didn't know what to expect. And then we got there, we talked to some people, and then we walked inside a room. We all walked in together, everybody that was there. And there was just two people on the stage singing and like doing like spontaneous worship. And then you sat down and you prayed for 2 hours. And like that was it. You could like sit there and pray or just sing or read your Bible. And so that was it. I thought it was going to go by really slow because 2 hours is a kind of long time to sit there. Especially, I didn't have my Bible.
Right.
I put my phone away. And so I just sat there and I was like going through like things in my life I need prayer for, and then other people that I've like talked to and know that they need some prayer. And I was like going through a list of people in my head, and I didn't even make it through more than like, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 people. And then they started talking on the stage, and I looked at the time, it was like 8:40, and I was like, what? No, I want more time. Y'all go back. Stop. I want more time. But so it was really awesome, and I don't know. I was really tired beforehand, and I was like rejuvenated afterwards. Yeah. Riley asked me before we left. She was like, "You don't have to go if you don't want. You look really tired." I was like, "I'm fine. I'm just tired." I didn't feel the best before either, but then afterwards, she said that it looked like just like a wave of like fresh air just like flew over me. I was like, it feels like it too. But so that was like just the best thing. It was awesome. I'm gonna go back next week if you want to come.
Okay, I do.
Because I don't know. It's hard to put into words why it was so awesome. But I think you should come.
I would have come this week if I didn't have my paper.
Yeah. But and then afterwards I made cinnamon rolls, and we almost watched Mockingjay, but everybody was kind of worn out, so we just didn't, which was fine. Mm-hmm. We'll watch it another night. Mockingjay's Hunger Games 3.
Yep. And 4.
Those that don't know. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Then I guess I gotta talk about this. I talked to Daniel for a little bit about class stuff. Good to catch up. Haven't got to talk to him much. Then I went to my room, decided to take a shower, and the ants were bad in my sink, and I was really angry. I was like, this isn't going to ruin my day, but I'm really angry about this. And I have 4 toothbrushes, and there were ants all over 2 of them. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
That's so cool.
And those were the ones that I was using. And then the other 2 were ones that I just like, they had just fallen down in my dot kit because I forgot that I had them, and I pulled them out. I was going to use one of them, and both of them just had hair sitting in the thing. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I threw those away, obviously, because that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
And I cleaned off the ones that had ants, and then I put soap in the brush, like hand soap, and washed them out. And then I used those to brush one of them to brush my teeth. And I was like, because I'm not going to not brush my teeth.
Right.
So I need to keep in mind for the future that always have one toothbrush that is in a box, just in case ants get in my toothbrushes. So that was really annoying, and they were like all over my sink. They weren't like horrible, but I had to clean those off, and there weren't any out there this morning. So I think I scared them off when I killed them all in quick succession. But that was annoying, and then I took my shower, and then I got out, and I decided to play a little Overwatch before I went to sleep, and there was apparently a bug where if you got on and the first game you played was a competitive game, it wouldn't, like when you found a match, it brought you to a loading screen that said applying update, and it wouldn't ever let you in, and then you got a lever penalty, which is kind of a big deal because that can like screw over your SR, which is like a big deal for me because I'm kind of high in tank right now, and I would be really upset if the reason I dropped down was because the game decided it didn't want to work. And so I like went to submit a complaint, not a complaint, like a, hey, please fix this, don't screw me over because your game is broken. And like at the top of like the fix it thing on their website, it was like applying update issue, and I read it and it was like, we're very aware about this, don't worry, we can't reverse like the 15-minute ban you get, but you don't have like an SR drop or anything. It was like, we're fixing this issue, please be patient with us. I was like, fine, I'll be patient with you. And so I played quick play instead. And then I don't know, like right after midnight, I went to sleep. And then I woke up. Caleb in. Sorry I talked for like an hour.
It's fine.
I had a lot to go on this week, so. Your turn.
All right. Let me get some caffeine first. I think my week's at a solid 50. It was just the definition of mid in terms of weeks. Not that it was bad, just mid. Wednesday... I went to church. I don't think what happened before that. Can't remember, but I went to church. And it was a good church. I had a good time with the youth group. Came back. I don't remember Wednesday besides church. Thursday, I had class. My first class, it was my last biopsych class, and my first class I've ever had perfect attendance in, so that was hype. And my professor, I get there, I sign in, because there's no scanners in that classroom, and she basically said, alright, and she gave us made the final optional, and said she'd make it a drop grade if you didn't want to take it, which I was like, cool.
Because if you have an A, you just don't have to take it.
Yeah, which I have an A. So she said, and I didn't know Thursday we were reviewing for the final. I thought there was still material to go over, but there wasn't. She was like, we are just reviewing for the final today. We're going to do the study guide. If you know you're not taking the final, you can leave. Class started at 9:30, and she said that at 9:35. So
you did get back to my office pretty fast.
So I went back to Caleb's office, and we hung out. We did some brackets.
Is there an eel in space?
There it is. He followed us. Yeah, so hung out with you, charged my phone, we did some brackets, that was fun. Went to film class, boring. Went to my last social psych class, my second class we've ever had perfect attendance in. And it was sad because I really enjoyed that class, and the professor in that class has been like one of my favorite professors in college, and I've had her twice now, and I don't think I'll be able to have her again for a class.
I have her next semester.
You do, for the social psych. So yeah. But it was okay because class ended, and it's ended early also, and then our theories class was canceled, so I just got to go home. Or come back here, and then we had praise band practice Thursday because no one could practice Wednesday before church, which is when we normally have praise band practice.
I was wondering why you left on Thursday.
Yeah, people were they do it so we don't have to make 2 trips to church, but for whatever reason that Wednesday afternoon nobody could meet except for me. So they pushed it back to Thursday, and it was fun. I enjoy praise band practice because I get to kind of just like play without being nervous because no one's watching, and had a lot of fun. And then hail came in. It was like very bad weather that night.
Oh yeah, dude. There was one night I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't remember. I guess it was Wednesday night, but I woke up in the middle of the night to the loudest thunder I've ever heard. Like, it was crazy, but it was really cool too.
Yeah,
because I was safe in my room.
But yeah, so it started hailing, and so we kind of had to chill in the church for a little bit while we waited for the hail to pass by. And my little sister, who left before we did, got caught in the hail while she was driving, so she pulled over and got under this awning, and then and she was like really spooked, so I had to go. Once the hail passed, I had to go, like let her follow me home. And I just decided I wasn't gonna come back because I was already to Columbus, and I had planned on going home that weekend anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no reason for me to. So went home.
Remind me to take my allergy medicine after this because I can't breathe.
I will. Had a pretty good weekend. Nothing crazy. It was mainly just chilling with Lauren and my family, and it was fun. And then, so I really can, other than the fact that Mississippi State baseball sucks, I can really skip Friday and Saturday, except Saturday night. So, a little flashback about my life. The first, 6-7 years of my life, I only knew there was one type of genre of music, and it was Southern Gospel. That's what my dad did. He was a Southern Gospel singer. And so...
I was expecting pop.
No, it was Southern Gospel. I didn't know another genre of music existed until my older sister bought a Justin Bieber CD and played it in the car, and I was like, what the frick is this?
They made new music.
They're not talking about Jesus. They're talking about girls. What is it? But yeah. But Southern Gospel music is really good from time to time. Sometimes it's not, but
it's fun.
Yeah, no, it is. And so sometimes I'll go on a little tangent where I'll go and find some old Southern Gospel that I used to like, and I'll listen to it. And so on Saturday, I was listening to Gold City, which is a very old Southern Gospel band. That's like probably my favorite. And my dad ended up sending me a link to one of their songs on YouTube, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I was already listening to them. So that was cool. And then Sunday church was really good. We were in Exodus Sunday morning, and I decided that since there was only like a few people in youth, that I was like, you know what, we're gonna act out the people in this story. And I let one of the older guys be Pharaoh. He was like, I said, who wants to be the Pharaoh? He's like, I do. So I was like, cool.
Was it cheerleader?
Yeah. And
that makes sense.
So he was Pharaoh. He did a really good job. He got into it. And after church, we were walking out of youth, and he went up to his mom, who's like our praise band director, and he was like, Mom, guess what? I got to kill all the baby boys in Egypt. And I was like, he said, Caleb, let me kill all the baby boys in Egypt. It's like, yeah, I did.
Heck yeah.
And then we all went to eat after church, which was fun. And I rode with cheerleader to Peppers, and we had a nice talk, which was cool. And then Sunday, I woke up later than I normally do on Sunday morning, so I didn't have time to pack up all my stuff. So
I was wondering what took you so long to get back.
Yeah, so I just ended up going back home, which I didn't drive to church, so I didn't waste gas. But so and since I didn't drive to church, I had to go run some errands with my mom after church, and we went to Dairy Queen in Columbus, and that's
Did you get a Blizzard?
I did.
I still think I got a Blizzard, dude. JJ wouldn't let me go when we went to Columbus.
Yeah, the line was ridiculously long, but it was fine because the Blizzard was good. And we so I went home and I packed up my stuff and then came back. And you said Sunday night was when did we watch? Sunday night, yeah. So I remember saying I'll watch it, but I really need to work on my paper because this weekend I had 3 for my final in psychology and the law. I have 3 papers. 2 are not papers; they're essays, and then 1's a paper. And I finished 1 essay last week. I finished 1 this weekend, And then I was like, I gotta write my paper because it's due Thursday night at midnight, and I really don't want to do it on Thursday because it's Star Wars Day, and I want to have like all my work done Thursday so I can watch Star Wars. Because last May the 4th I didn't get to watch Star Wars, and I don't remember why. But
I'll watch them tomorrow.
yeah, I'm going to. So obviously I'm not gonna watch all of them, but I'm gonna at least watch the new.
We at least watch like Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
A New Hope, and an Empire Strikes Back. Maybe Return of the Jedi.
I want to
and
watch
Rogue One.
I want to watch Rogue One, and then I want to watch all of the originals.
I haven't watched Rogue One in a while, so
I'll
be there.
I'll
for
probably
that
start with Rogue One.
That makes sense.
I might actually watch a couple of my favorite episodes of Andor first, just to get set up with Rogue One. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah,
I won't be there for that unless you watch episode 4 because
Okay.
I haven't seen episode 4 yet.
I don't remember if episode 4 is my favorite. My favorite is closed episode 4. It's the heist episode, and it's
4,
freaking
5, or
sick.
6 was the highest episode. I remember you talking about
It was sick. It was so good. Anyways,
We could watch 4, 5, and 6.
We could. The episodes leading up to the heist are kind of boring because it's really just them planning and talking about how much they hate the Empire and why they hate the Empire. But anyway, so Sunday, yeah, I said I'm gonna work on my paper while we watch Hunger Games, and I didn't.
You also watched an episode of Violet Evergarden with me.
Yeah, I did.
I love that show.
And I got really into Hunger Games, so I didn't write my paper at all.
That makes sense.
And then I was like, okay, I'll write it after we watch the first one, and then we watched the second one. So I was like, okay. And then I was too tired to write anything, so I didn't write. Monday I didn't have class, so I worked on my paper some Monday morning, and then I had work that afternoon, and I also had work yesterday, and I have it today too. But yeah, work so far of the 4 jobs I've had, this is the one I've enjoyed the most so far. I know it's only been 2 days, but
it
so
helps
far,
that they're shorter shifts.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I know orientations will be different,
Yeah.
but I still think I'll enjoy it. And the people who work there are really nice, and it's a lot different than my previous jobs, and I really enjoy the pace of it. But
The people can make or break a job.
yeah, for sure. But so yeah, Tuesday it really wasn't like work; it was more so training. And so we were there, and one of my bosses just basically told us like what we'd be doing, gave us a bunch of information about meal plans, things we need to know, all that kind of stuff. And I got to see the tunnels, which was sick because I didn't realize they actually like used the tunnels the way they did.
I want to see the tunnels.
It's so cool, dude. Like
I'll let you into my office.
I'll let you into the tunnels one day if I can. I don't know.
Someday over orientation.
But yeah, but
we'll get there early to go to the tunnel.
It's sick because that's where like my clock in thing is in the tunnel, so I have to like go into the tunnels to clock in.
Dang, I still can't clock in for my job.
Yeah, and it's so cool because they just cart everything through the tunnels to the Union or to Perry, and they have a tunnel that leads close to Fresh. It doesn't go all the way to Fresh, but you can leave the tunnel there, and then it's closer to Fresh. And they use the tunnels for everything to go everywhere, dude.
Like
it's
underground,
sick.
or?
Yeah. So you know how like Moe's and Subway are below Perry? The dining office is technically like underground. The marketing office is, and so there's like this back door, and the back door just opens into the tunnels. It's so cool.
That's so cool.
And I was like, oh, this is sick. And I got to take the tunnels to Perry yesterday to go to work.
To do anything like. I mean, I get to see the ends, like the staff rooms and all that of like all the buildings that we work in, but the tunnels sound sick.
Tunnels are so cool. I feel like I'm a spy when I'm going to work now, but yeah. And I got a cool polo, so it's nice. So
I have almost the same polo, but it's black and says event services.
But yeah, and then Monday night I also worked on my paper some, and I don't remember what else happened, but this paper, I don't know why. I've been struggling to write this paper. Like my ideas are not flowing, but
they would have been flowing Sunday night. You would have knocked out the park.
Tuesday was yesterday.
True.
I had like
Thursday was Thursday.
Yeah.
Tuesday was yesterday.
And I had my actual first work shift, and I worked with one of the interns who was very nice, and it was slow because it was a reading day, and we were in Perry, and not a lot of people were like in there. And she basically like gave me some good advice. She was like, you know, you were just randomly pick out people you think might be interested. If they have AirPods or headphones on, you don't really have to bother saying, "Hey, have you signed up for a meal plan yet?" Because they're not going to listen. And Miss Annie was there, which was awesome.
The best day.
It was nice.
Happy birthday, Miss Annie.
It was kind of slow just because we had to sit there for 2 hours and not a lot to do because nobody was there, so it kind of went by slow. But it was still fun. And I get to do it again today. I just don't know where yet. But and then Tuesday night, we filmed Tuesday for film project. Went really well. I started editing that together. Worked on my paper some more. We filmed. That was Monday. Did we do KLPM Monday night?
We did KLPM Monday.
We did KLPM Monday
I forgot
night.
to mention that in my
And I started editing that as well. And then started working on my paper again. And I finally got like some bulk done. But it was still like I could not figure out what I was trying to say for half of it. And my goal was to finish it last night. I did not. But I have the last section of the paper left, which is the discussion. That's basically me like saying why I included the numbers I did and what this means and where we need to go in the future in terms of my topic. So I gotta find 2 more sources to cite because I have to have 10 sources cited.
I hate citing sources.
And then I'll be done with that. And then I have to finish editing the Star Wars KLPM today, so I can go ahead and schedule it because I don't want to
forget.
I don't want to have to do that Thursday because I want to watch Star Wars.
Facts.
And yeah, and then last night I went to sleep I think it was like 11 or midnight. I don't know. But I ended up getting awoken at 2 by loud neighbors again.
They were loud last night.
Gosh, it made me so mad, and I couldn't fall back to sleep for a while, and which made me mad because it's like the 3rd time in the past month that they've done that. And
I'm excited for the hangout to be empty over the summer.
Yeah, same. I'm excited for work over the summer too. But that was my week. Just mid, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't really mention the bad things that happened, but that's okay. You don't have to dwell on the bad. Just focus on the good. I made my villains list, and then last night after I woke up, I don't know why, but this certain person entered my brain. I was like, hold on, this person needs to be in my top 10 villains list. So I changed my list.
Like a real person.
No, like a fictional villain.
I was so excited for some weird, cool story. Like, I called them up, they answered. We cried together, we laughed together. Oh, it was so great to catch up. No,
yeah, but
I can't wait to see who it is.
I don't know if it was like, I don't know if I was dreaming about them and I just didn't realize, and I just forgot, because you know, you forget your dreams a lot, or what, but...
I had a weird dream last night.
Yeah.
I was gonna invite JJ again. I don't think he wants to be seen in the outfit he's wearing.
Cool. So yeah. I figured. So yeah, that's basically it.
I also made my top 10 villains in Adam's list. That's what I did in class when I figured out that I didn't have to take the final. I wasn't gonna take notes on what we had to do for the final. So, spoiler alert, those are 2 next top 10s.
Are we filming those this weekend?
That's what we said.
Do you know what days? I'm assuming we normally do it on Sunday.
I think I'd prefer Saturday if possible, but I know
I don't care.
Saturday might. We could do it like Saturday night.
Yeah.
Because
100% up to y'all.
You know.
I don't care.
Sunday right after church probably won't.
After today, I am done with schoolwork until the final. So after today,
I gotta study for my moral behavior final, and then I gotta study for my theories final. But I'm completely done with like schoolwork.
Yeah.
Unless we want to. I mean.
Hey JJ.
JJ. Unless we. Oh, he's barely in.
You want to sit on my lap? Or on the floor? Okay. This is JJ. This is
JJ, he's back.
No,
How-
it's at the top of my head.
How was your week?
I haven't done anything really except play disc golf. That was fun.
And we're gonna go play disc golf again.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to the Chick-fil-A first and get chicken minis. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember, JJ?
Yeah.
I think he remembers.
I'm awake.
Calm down. Okay. That's good. Yeah.
I was wondering who it was because I thought you were gonna.
Oh, I know what I want to say. Sorry. So, Friday, I was running around Columbus,
Running
doing
or
stuff,
driving?
He's trying his best.
I had to go do a lot of stuff, and then I decided, since I was already there, why not go into GameStop and see what Funko Pops they have. They have the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 Funko Pops, which are out, and it's very exciting. And some of them are really cool, and if the movie's good, I'm gonna go buy a couple. And they had a Jujutsu Kaisen Funko Pop, but it was a character that I guess we haven't been introduced to yet.
If the show's good enough, or even if it's not, honestly, I might get the blindfold dude. He's so cool.
Yeah, they had some Demon Slayer ones too, but I don't know what you had or haven't had.
They had Tanjiro eating noodles.
Mm-hmm.
They had one of the butterfly girls, I can't remember her name. They had Mitsuri, which I already bought. What sucks is, like, on the back of the Pops, it tells you, like, what comes in that set. And that set of Demon Slayer Pops is Rengoku, which is one of my favorite Demon Slayer characters. But apparently they were only doing pre-orders of that one.
Dang.
Oh yeah, you. I remember.
So I bought Mitsuri because she's like one of the main characters of season 3. So figured I'd go ahead and get her.
There was one I really wanted to buy it, but I didn't. They have like this ginormous, like normally like the ginormous ones are like the normal boxes, but they're just big. This one was like it was a pop scene, so it was just like this
the
big
with like a poster in the back.
Yeah, and it was massive, and it was Korg and Thor when they were playing Fortnite and Endgame. And like there was there was a pizza box in the background, and Thor was fat. And
I haven't seen that.
Korg just had his headset on, and I really wanted it because like I'm not a big Endgame fan, but that's like probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie, just because Thor, new master, he's back. he's calling me mean things, and he's like, and then Thor did, oh god, that was so funny.
That scene was hilarious, but I hated that scene.
I hated it too, but I really wanted it because it was just massive. Like it was longer than my bedside table. Like it was huge, and I don't know. It had no, and the pops were just normal, like the normal size pops too.
That's what the. Like, have you seen the ones that are like movie or not? They're like music artists.
Yeah,
and it's just like a small pop with
like I have one. I have the Mariah Carey one, but it's bigger.
But it's like they're way bigger than that.
Way bigger than that. So
was Friday the day we tried to go to GameStop and it was.
I actually already talked about that.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, so that was. I was like. I didn't see a price tag, and I knew it had to be like but I really wanted it.
They keep their price tags hidden.
I know Funko Pops at GameStop,
$12
unless there's a sale.
Unless there's a sale
or they're like a special one.
Yeah, sometimes the special ones are like 15, but...
They also had a really big Ninja Turtle, but I didn't get it.
Oh, wait, I was like, I didn't buy that pop. Yeah, no, I was going to mention I pre-ordered Tears of the Kingdom, but I think I did that last week, because I did that 2 weeks ago, so it would make sense if I mentioned that last week.
They also had a Mandalorian helmet, and they had the Spider-Man web shooter, which I told Lauren I was going to buy one day. She was like, why? It's like, what do you mean, why? This is a web shooter from No Way Home.
Well, Lauren, I like Spider-Man.
Well, you see...
I don't know if you knew this.
Hold on.
Don't super mess up the angle.
I like Spider-Man.
That's a Spider-Man shrine. He prays to it every night. Not really, guys. It was a joke.
I Spider-Man like.
Wait.
Wow.
Sorry, JJ. Calm your down.
Calm your down.
Please. Okay.
Look, he gave you a little bit more room now.
Yeah.
He didn't show you that there's a big Spider-Man poster behind his bed, and his sheets are Spider-Man.
And my pillows.
And his pillows.
And I have 2 Spider-Man Funko Pops next to my PlayStation, and I have a Miles Morales one next to my Miles Morales.
Don't forget about Mini Spider-Man.
And I have a Mini Spider-Man, Mini Miles Morales, and a Mini Venom.
And a Mini Spider-Gwen.
I do have a Mini Spider-Gwen.
Dude, are you proud I knew who that was?
I love when, like, cool characters like that have hoods. Like, Genji in Overwatch 2. In Overwatch 1, he was just like the metal cyborg, but then they gave him a hoodie in Overwatch 2, and he looks so much cooler. And he was already the coolest character.
I also have a comic book hung up there.
And a drawing.
Yeah.
This guy likes Spider-Man.
I really like Spider-Man.
That's what mine is with like Demon Slayer. I have the like all the manga,
Yeah.
and then like all my Demon Slayer pops are up top, and then I also have my Diva and Tracer one up there, and my Mercy one because those are my like 3 favorite, or not my 3 favorite. And then I also have the Mitsuri pop now, and I have that really cool, like that one with like the it's Tanjiro and the spider. I can't remember his name right now. The spider guy fighting that you bought me for my birthday.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna buy you something else for your birthday this year, but
I'm excited.
I don't know.
Is it Demon Slayer related?
I don't know yet.
Maybe Demon Slayer related. If you can find a Demon Slayer disc, just kidding.
There's 3 pops up on Caleb's pop wall that I want.
Which ones?
The Office ones.
I know you wanted the white basketball.
Yeah, the Leonard one,
Yeah.
and then Ed Sheeran, whatever
Yeah.
he is.
Right there.
Uh,
Yeah.
I also have some minifigures and that necklace and some other stuff. My desk is pretty cool.
I need to get all the Power Ranger pops, and I want to get Schmidt and Winston from New
I want Winston. I want a Winston pop.
I
I think Winston would be in my top 10 fictional characters if we redid that.
Yeah.
I'd have to finish New Girl, but I love him. He's so
great.
funny.
What I really need, it's like on my have to have pop. I have 2 on like my have to have one day pop list. One is Burt Macklin, FBI, and then the other one is Sheldon dressed as the Flash. from
that
Big Bang Theory.
one's good.
It's like $400.
Yeah, that
so
one. Yeah.
It's crazy expensive, but I really want it.
I try to keep my like pop collecting to like I'll pick.
It's too late for me.
Yeah, it's too late for you, but this is why. Like I have a lot of respect for this, but I would spend too much money
That's
on
what I'm
pop
saying.
because I'm a
No.
collector. So I was like,
Same.
I'll get the Office pop or not the. I'll get Overwatch pops. Me and JJ kind of went back and forth on buying Office pops when we saw them since we lived together, and then I'll also buy Demon Slayer pops. Like my favorite video game and my favorite show, I'll buy those, and so that's what I've done. That's all I have. I have a bunch of Overwatch pops and a bunch of Demon Slayer pops, and I have some Office pops that are sitting out there, like in the living room. But then I also have one One Punch Man pop that I bought for me and Andy to because it was his favorite character, and I was thinking about giving it to him, but then I was like, "Screw you, I want it." So I also have that one. It doesn't.
Hey, buddy.
It's sitting with my Overwatch pops, and it's out of place, but I don't care. It's actually not out of place anymore because they. I just thought about this right now. They did like a One Punch Man Overwatch collab, and it was awesome. And they gave Soldier 76 a Moomin Rider skin, and that's the pop I have. So now it's fitting. It works now.
Kind of like how in
it's fitting.
Fortnite, they'll...
No, not like in Fortnite. There was actually care that was put into this, and it wasn't just they put every character known to man into the video game.
Like one of my favorite gifts I've ever received is the Ron Swanson Funko Pop that was from Andy and Caleb for Christmas one year, and it was next to Duke Silver and the other Ron Swanson that I have.
Yeah, I remember when we.
But that was my first Funko Pop ever, and I told myself this is going to be my only one. I'm not gonna start collecting them. I'm done. And then I walked into GameStop one day, and even before I got the Ron Swanson pop, I'd always looked.
Yeah,
I
always
thought they were
looked at
cool.
pops.
And I went into GameStop and looked, and they had the gold Ant-Man. And
Dude, I was looking. I was like, I bet that was
Ant-Man,
the second one.
that was because Ant-Man's my second favorite character in the MCU, and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, and I bought it, and since then it's just been
Yeah.
My collection is worth a lot of money though, so one day when I don't
have room for them.
have room for them, I'll just sell them all.
And they'll probably be worth a lot more money at that point.
True.
Keep
But
them in good condition.
Try this.
I have one down here too.
I need to get some box protectors because my most expensive ones aren't protected by boxes.
I just thought about it too, though.
I've tried that one.
Do you want to have it? It's really good.
But, yeah.
One of my first pops, I didn't even think about this, that I got was the Thanos after the snap one that you got me.
Yeah, I love that one because the hand.
Way back then, I also bought for Christmas one year. I bought Andy a pop. It was like one of those like stormtroopers that was like
I love my stormtrooper.
that was all black,
Mhm.
like kind of like what Gus. What is his? I don't know his name.
Yeah. Moff
Giancarlo,
Gideon.
yeah, Moff Gideon. Kind of like what he looked like. It was a cool pop.
Yeah.
But like way back then, like I really wanted to start collecting them because I
What? I love emo. Go ahead.
I love like building collections. Like I like statues and stuff.
Right.
And like my sword or my big Demon Slayer figurine that I bought for very cheap, which was a good deal. I really like stuff like that can just sit here and look cool. I don't need everything I buy to have utilization.
Yeah.
So like I'm a big fan of that. So pops were just like, obviously I want pops.
Yeah.
Look at them. You can
They're
sit there
sick.
and look at them. I mean, do they always look exactly like the character? No. But just leave it in the box at that point. I do like taking mine out of the boxes so I can set them up.
If I had the right, like, they have those, like, shelf things you can buy. If I ever
Yeah.
get some of those, I'll
Yeah.
take some out. But some I will never take out of the box. Like,
Some
the
of the
Leonard
expensive
one,
ones I get.
the Leonard one, never taken out. The Zuko, never taken out.
Book face Jim.
Bookface Gem, never taken out. My most expensive one, it's either Nick or it's, I don't know why the New Girl ones are so expensive. I guess because they're sold out, but it's either Nick or the Cabbage Man. And if I would have known the Cabbage Man was worth so much money, I would have bought like 3 of them because they had like a bunch of them at the GameStop in Tupelo, and I would have,
Dang, that's unfortunate.
yeah, I would have bought all of them because I didn't realize they were worth so much.
Yeah.
They're worth a lot.
I've never gone through and looked at my pops, but the Demon Slayer ones might be expensive
Yeah.
because those sold out fast. Like all the ones that are like specialty characters.
If you get the app, you can scan the
I need to
barcode
download
on the
that.
boxes, and it'll put them in your collection, and it'll tell you how much your collection's worth.
I need to download the app.
Um,
I'll do that right now.
but yeah, my collection it's
Yeah, I don't remember
increasing.
which one I started with, but one of my first ones was the one you got me. But everybody always told me that it was stupid and pops sucked, and I was like, guys, they're cool.
I love pop.
One of my first pops was the DAC pop,
Mm-hmm.
and I took it out of the box. Now it's like worth like triple what it was when I
Right.
bought it. But I took
Dak
it out of the box.
Prescott?
Yeah,
And
but I
like
took
that
it out of
pop.
but I took it out of the box, and now I don't know where the box even is. So
Yeah, I take all
unfortunate.
mine out of the boxes so I can set them up the way I want, but I do have all the boxes.
If the next,
I have all the rest of mine are in box, but
the current pop I'm looking for right now is one of the Tobey Maguire No Way Home pops. I have a Tom Holland and an Andrew Garfield one, so now I need a Tobey Maguire one to complete that. I also want the Green Goblin one because I love the Green Goblin suit so much. It's sick. And then I'm gonna buy Star-Lord or Baby Rocket if Guardians is good, which it should be.
Dude, they had like the whole, when I bought my Meatery Pop and Tears of the Kingdom, they had a whole Cowboy Bebop collection.
Oh,
But they
I
had
saw
Spike,
I saw
Ein,
Spike. I wanted to buy Spike, but I didn't.
Can't remember, Jet.
Yeah.
And they also had, not Ein, they had Faye. And I was so close to buying Spike, but
I
then I
wanted
saw
Spike,
the
too.
Demon Slayer Pops and
I
bought
really
one of
wanted
those.
Spike, and then I was with Lauren, and she was like, "Caleb, what the frick is Cowboy Bebop?" Like,
It's good, okay?
it's an anime.
No.
And then she
No.
proceeded to beat me up.
she could beat you up.
No, she could.
She definitely could.
Yeah.
She could beat probably all of us.
Hey,
She's a strong person.
I box.
Have we told him about Isaac Carney's murder?
Dude, we haven't.
You would have loved it.
You'd be jealous of Isaac
Yeah.
Carney's room, dude.
Is it nerdy?
It's nerdy.
Oh,
it
man.
is sick. I almost like took a video
Yeah.
of the room and sent it to you. Like as soon as we walked in, we went over there after Living Pictures one night to hang out. Like a bunch of people went and played Mafia,
Yeah.
and Aunt Heather was like, "You gotta see Isaac's room." And I walked in, I was like, "My friend would love this."
Did he have lightsabers on the wall?
I don't know. He had a lot of Batman stuff and a lot of Spider-Man stuff and like Marvel posters.
He
and
had
Lego
a
sets
Spider-Man
and-
comic like framed that I was like, Caleb would love.
Do you know
love
which
that.
one?
I don't remember.
I
I,
need to
almost
get
took a
my-
picture of it, but
I need to get my 68 framed over there, but
Yeah, I
it was
don't
like
know
a
which one.
blown up, like big version of the cover.
Oh, okay.
I could ask Aunt Heather
So it
to
wasn't
send
the
me
real
pictures
comic?
of the room though.
I don't think so. I think it was the blown up, like it wasn't like poster quality though. It was like it might have been a canvas.
or was it like vinyl, like my Pulp Fiction one, or?
No, I think it was like canvas.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I was like, Caleb would love this.
Yeah.
It was a cool room.
I can't wait till like I'm older and I can have like the money to nerd out a room.
I want to have a
Cover
room
nerd out
that's
room.
just nerded out.
I,
Like that.
I will.
I want a lot of disc plates.
Yeah.
A cool thing I would want to do is just have like one wall with no windows, just like entirely disc plates. That'd be so cool.
And then it doesn't fit properly, so like one corner like has a sliver.
Well, I would measure them out to see if it's possible, and like
No,
see if I
just-
could get like small ones or if I need some big ones. Because one of my favorite YouTubers, I guess I don't know. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers these days, but he's been sponsored by Display. I've been sitting at a friend this whole time. Or I guess I wasn't, but he's like sponsored by Display every once in a while, and so he has like his back wall behind him is just covered in disc plates, and he has a cool set deck. So
They have a lot of cool disc plates.
They
Yeah.
Joe Burrow just played
disc plates are just cool. And after I got one, I don't think I'll ever buy another poster. Because like posters like that and that are cool, but they over time they're hard to keep up and they crinkle, and
Yeah.
I'm always
If they were-
scared of touching them.
It
And
was
my
movie.
display is so
The only
cool.
posters I would buy now are movie posters.
Yeah, I think I would get like
But-
like the ones sitting in the thing because that's just cool to have.
Yeah.
Like any movie I saw, except for like the ones I hate, I would
Right.
honestly kind of want those. But
Like you'd want the Lightyear poster, right?
no, I actually said except for movies I hate. Lightyear's contender for top 10
But
worst
yeah,
movies.
dude, they have
It's not in my top.
on display. They have some displays for The Departed, and they look sick. And I really want one.
The Demon Slayer ones are so cool. I like the ones that have like outlines of characters and it says like their name and stuff. Yeah, but
I just wish they had
I've been going for 95 minutes today.
more licensing and stuff.
Now I just want to talk about Funko Pops.
I talked a long time about my.
He talked like for 40 minutes about his week.
I had a very eventful week this week. I realized after I was talking for 40 minutes, I was like, I need to shut up. So I tried to speed through the last few days.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Next week I'll talk for 40 minutes, and then you can.
I like hearing you talk. I'm not upset
Yeah,
about that.
I'm just kidding you.
Okay, fine.
Hey, I love you.
I love you too, bro.
Yeah.
Screw you, JJ. Why are you still here? This is Caleb. Get out! Get out! JJ, I'm kidding.
Yeah, he's kidding. Let's see.
How could this happen?
The Ron and Leslie one, dirt cheap, $5.
I like fun and cheap.
It was a
pops.
really cool find. It's like dirt cheap, really. I didn't even know they had pops.
Should we end and then talk about this off stream?
We could.
Because nobody can see those.
I would get them down, but I can't.
You could get the.
I could get that one down, but there's the rest I really couldn't.
True. Here, let me get this one. The one on the bottom.
I feel like I know there's one that if I move, they all come falling down. And I don't know which one that is yet, but
It's definitely the Ed Sheeran one because look, there's two sitting on top of it.
I think the Black Panther one's balanced enough on.
Oh,
newer
it definitely
code
is. But I
to
think
not
if you
fall.
moved it in the wrong way, it's also in the middle. They would all come. I'm telling you, it's that change. That or the
I think
Post Malone
I
one.
think because the Post Malone stack is leaning.
That one's leaning.
It's always been leaning since and it hasn't fell yet. But
The only pop I want outside of, or I want a lot of pops, but the one I want the most outside of like the Demon Slayer and Overwatch pops, the pop I want the most right now is Diva with the mech. Like I have
Yeah.
Diva, but I want Diva with the mech
mech.
so bad, but I can't find it anywhere. But there's like a sick Darth Vader pop that's like Hoth themed, and so he's like blue with cracks in him, and it's
That's
one of the
cool.
coolest pops I've ever seen. I want that thing so bad. But now that I have the pop app, I'm gonna make like a list.
yeah, you
And
can make a wish list.
Diva's
and a
at the
collection.
Diva with mechs at the top.
I want the Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence pops.
I want Aaron Judge or Derek Jeter.
I can't wait to
But I'm not gonna probably.
tell everybody next week about my pop collection.
Well, anyways, I guess we can end now.
Yeah,
I'm Caleb Griffin.
I'm Caleb Blab.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. CT.
Bye.